dating, cheating can quickly break up relationships. Nobody wants to be with someone who cheats. When it happens, trust goes down, and doubts start to appear. Cheating often means the relationship is over. If you think your partner is cheating, or you have proof, you'll have to talk to them about it. Confronting a cheater can be hard. They tend to say similar things when confronted, whether they deny it or admit it. Here are 13 common things cheaters say when confronted, and what it might mean. But before we dive in, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button and leave a comment. I'm in, so I can welcome you personally. With that said, let's discover the 13 things cheaters say when confronted. Ready? Let's get started. 1. Denial. Cheaters often resort to denying any wrongdoing as their initial response when confronted. This denial is like their default reaction. They immediately say, "No, we didn't do that." It's almost like a reflex for them because they want to avoid facing the consequences of their actions. By denying the accusations outright, they hope to escape accountability and prolong the confrontation. This denial serves to protect themselves and maintain their image, even if it means disregarding the truth. 2. Dramatic responses. Some cheaters try to manipulate the situation by using dramatic language and sound effects. They might exaggerate their responses with phrases like, "Wow, okay, really?" in an attempt to make you question your own judgment. By adding these dramatic elements, they aim to cast doubt on your suspicions and make themselves seem more believable. Their goal is to undermine your confidence and make you second-guess your instincts, ultimately making it easier for them to avoid facing the consequences of their actions. 3. Shifting blame. When a cheater's denial doesn't convince you, they might try to shift blame onto you by questioning your insecurities. They'll ask, "Why are you so insecure?" in an attempt to make you doubt your own feelings and instincts. By doing this, they hope to distract you from focusing on their actions and make you feel like you're the problem in the relationship rather than addressing their wrongdoing. It's a manipulative tactic aimed at deflecting responsibility and avoiding accountability for their behavior. 4. Playing the victim. When a cheater can't shift the blame onto you, they might resort to playing the victim by saying, "You don't trust me." This tactic aims to redirect focus away from their own actions and onto your perceived lack of trust. By portraying themselves as the victim of your suspicions, they attempt to evoke sympathy and guilt, making you feel like you're the one at fault for not trusting them. In reality, it's a manipulative strategy to avoid taking responsibility for their behavior and to avoid facing the consequences of their actions. 5. Just friends excuse. When a cheater is confronted about another person involved in the relationship, they often resort to saying, "We're just friends." This response is an attempt to downplay any romantic involvement with the third party. However, if this friend suddenly emerges out of nowhere without prior mention or history in the relationship, it raises suspicion. In a healthy relationship, partners usually know each other's friends and acquaintances from the beginning. So the sudden appearance of a new friend could indicate that something deceitful is going on behind the scenes. 6. Minimizing. When a cheater tells you, "You're making this a big deal," they're attempting to minimize the gravity of their actions. Cheating is a breach of trust and can deeply hurt the person who's been cheated on. By brushing it off as insignificant, the cheater hopes to avoid facing the consequences and the emotional impact it has caused. However, it's important to recognize that cheating is a serious matter that shouldn't be trivialized. It involves betraying the trust and commitment shared within the relationship, and addressing it appropriately is crucial for healing and moving forward, whether that means working through issues together or deciding to end the relationship. 7. Gaslighting. When all other tactics fail, some cheaters resort to gaslighting. Gaslighting is a manipulative technique where they try to make you doubt your own thoughts, feelings, and perceptions. They might dismiss your concerns and label you as crazy or paranoid for suspecting them of cheating. By doing this, they shift the focus away from their actions and onto your sanity. Gaslighting can be incredibly damaging to your self-esteem and mental well-being, as it leaves you feeling confused, invalidated, and unsure of yourself. It's a way for the cheater to maintain control and avoid taking responsibility for their behavior. If you find yourself being gaslighted, it's important to trust your instincts and seek support from trusted friends or professionals who can help validate your experiences and provide clarity. By the way, if you're finding this video interesting, kindly give it a thumbs up. Moving on to the next point. 8. Paranoia. When a cheater calls you paranoid, it's a tactic to make you doubt yourself and your instincts. By labeling you as paranoid, they aim to manipulate the situation in their favor and discredit your concerns. They want to shift the focus away from their actions and onto your perceived flaws or insecurities. This tactic can leave you feeling uncertain and second-guessing your judgment, making it easier for the cheater to avoid taking responsibility for their behavior. 9. It's not what it looks like. Some cheaters may attempt to manipulate the situation by distorting the truth, presenting their actions in a way that makes them seem innocent. They might downplay their behavior or provide excuses to justify their actions. For example, they might claim that what happened was a misunderstanding or misinterpretation, or they might emphasize the context of the situation to make it seem less serious than it actually was. By twisting the truth, they hope to evade accountability and avoid facing the consequences of their actions. 10. Minimizing impact. When a cheater says, "It didn't mean anything," they're trying to minimize the impact of their actions. They want to make it seem like what they did wasn't a big deal. However, this statement overlooks the emotional damage caused by their betrayal. It dismisses the hurt and pain their partner feels upon discovering the betrayal. By downplaying the significance of their actions, the cheater avoids taking full responsibility for their behavior. It's a way for them to avoid facing the consequences of their actions and to shift the blame away from themselves. Ultimately, though, cheating is a breach of trust and has serious consequences for the relationship, regardless of how the cheater tries to justify it. 11. One-time mistake. When a cheater says, "It was one mistake, it won't happen again," they're often trying to gain sympathy and minimize the severity of their actions. They want you to believe that their infidelity was just a one-time slip-up and that they've learned their lesson. However, it's essential to consider whether this claim aligns with their past behavior and the circumstances surrounding the cheating. While it's possible for someone to make a genuine mistake, repeated patterns of dishonesty suggest deeper issues within the relationship that need to be addressed. 12. False apologies. Saying, "I never meant to hurt you," might sound like an apology, but it doesn't make the pain of cheating disappear. Cheating breaches trust and causes deep emotional wounds. Even if the cheater didn't intend to hurt their partner, the damage is done. The betrayed partner feels betrayed, hurt, and often struggles with feelings of inadequacy and betrayal. While the cheater's remorse may be genuine, it doesn't negate the consequences of their actions. Rebuilding trust after cheating requires more than just words. It demands consistent actions and sincere efforts to repair the relationship. 13. Promises to change. When a cheater promises to change, it's a hopeful but uncertain moment. While words of reassurance can provide temporary comfort, true change requires consistent actions over time. It's essential to look beyond the promises and observe how they behave moving forward. Are they actively taking steps to rebuild trust and improve the relationship? Are they transparent and honest in their actions? Only through consistent and genuine effort can trust be rebuilt and the relationship restored. So while promises are a starting point, it's the sustained actions that truly determine whether change is possible. Regardless of what they say, remember your worth. Cheating isn't your fault, and you deserve better. Deciding whether to forgive or move on is a tough call. But remember, a healthy relationship should bring joy, not add to your problems. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more relationship advice. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.